So I am currently working on a pretty big project. I don't have like an estimated time as to when it be finished, hopefully in the next month or two. So guys, it's been nearly a year since I made that last video. It was on the 15th of July I made that video, and it's roughly about the 1st of June today when I'm filming this video. So I firstly just want to send out a massive apology for not making a video for nearly a year, but it's for good reason. I am so excited to show you guys what the big project is, what this ant-related project is, because I mean, it means a lot to me, and for that sole reason I literally can't wait to tell you. But sadly, this is not like a big reveal video. I won't be telling you what the project is, but I can show you a few things I have been working on, and I can show you my ant room, which is mostly just sitting behind me here. But obviously in that last video, so long ago, I literally looked like a lobster out of water. I mean, today isn't really any different. I look like one of those squashy sweets you get. I mean, if you live in the UK, you'll know what that is. That is awful. Anyway, on the subject of ants. So yeah, today guys, this video is not going to be a massive video, I don't think, but today I'm just going to literally show you all my ants behind me, show you kind of like this little ant room which I've set up in here, and just basically show you how my ants have been getting on, and showing you how much they've grown. So let's take a first look at some colonies, some queens I caught last summer, just after my last video. I went out and I caught some queens during a nuptial flight, mostly Lasius niger, and they are just behind me here. Let me just quickly grab them. So guys, I basically have 6 colonies of Lasius niger, and all the queens were caught roughly around the same time, so they should all have similar size colonies, but they don't. I mean, some queens I've found they tend to be kind of late when laying their eggs. Some queens literally, with the moment you put them in the test tube, the next day they'll have a batch of 10 or 20 eggs. So yeah, I kind of put the queens into their own little containers. I labelled them A, B, C, D, E, etc. and I basically just compared their progress for my own personal study. Thus far, colony A has done the best. They have roughly around 10 workers, loads of brood, and for those of you who have been following me on my Instagram, you would have seen that I brood boosted these 6 or so colonies, and you would have seen that I gave them some larvae. So basically essentially all I did was I went to a neighbouring Lasius niger colony, basically took like only a few large larvae. We left them at the end of the test tubes of my captive colonies, and they essentially just ran straight up to the larva and grabbed it, pulled it into the little nest, and adopted some new colony members. Now, sometimes it's quite risky to do this around summertime because some brood might actually be alates. Alates are young queens that are infertile, and they can also be like male ants. Female alates and male alates are pretty useless, especially in small colonies like this. It's best just to go with the larva. If you grab cocoons, I mean, try and avoid the larger with larger cocoons, because obviously that basically means that they will turn out to be female alates. Like I was saying, I left the brood at the end of the test tube. They all got adopted, and it's been about a week now. And as you can see inside this container here, that some of the pupa has kind of wrapped itself in a cocoon. So when they do that, they have grown to their full potential to be a worker. They will spin the cocoon around themselves, similar to what a caterpillar does when it spins into a cocoon to become a butterfly. The larva will do the exact same to become a pupa, and will cocoon itself for a week or two depending on temperatures. Anyway, so they're all doing great. I'm not one to like kind of name my colonies. I don't name my colonies or like my queens or anything like that. But if you guys can think of some creative names for these 6 colonies, then obviously go ahead, and I will pick a name from the comments, and I'll write it on top of the container. And I will write also on top of the container who come up with the name. And I'll write your YouTube username. So yeah, if you want to do that, I don't mind, it'd be quite fun. So yeah, these are my Lasius Niger colonies, so I think you've seen enough of them. Now it's time to move on to perhaps my Meadow, which are just sitting right here on this shelf. I'm going to put these guys back and then grab the Meadow. Okay guys, so this is my Meadow colony. They're currently housed in a kind of glass box and housed in individual test tubes inside the glass box. I basically had them in a big plaster nest before, but surprisingly the plaster nest did last over a year before it started getting mouldy. But yeah, it got mouldy and I had to move them out, and this is quite a good method of keeping ant colonies, big or small. You can basically keep a massive ant colony in a container if you have enough water sources. So if you have many test tubes, they will basically just set that up as their one big nest. And I've kind of done something similar to that in this nest here. I'm going to try and get you a little close up with my phone here, see what footage we can get. Now I will say one thing, Meadow are very good at escaping, and every time I've put any kind of Vaseline or powder or Fluon, talcum powder or anything like that around the edges, they always seem to break out. It's literally like prison break with these guys. So some may come out and bite me, but luckily it'll only be the workers, because the soldiers, or like guards, they tend to stay near the queen. So forgive me if you see me flicking any ants off the edge. There's none on the lid. Great start. One's already escaped. I'm going to show you guys now. So this is the Meadow nest, and you probably can't see. There is an ant making her way down the edge of the glass there. So I'm going to try and get her to come on girl. There she is. There's now Meadow. They're so tiny. Let's see if I can just flick her in. There we go. No. Not the best way to handle ants. When I tend to open this lid, I try not to create too many vibrations, because it will send them running up towards the top of the tank like that. I mean, I'll sort them all out afterwards. So this is kind of the setup I've got right now, guys. Nice and simple, just the way I like it. I mean, I can keep an eye on all the ants, just see what they're up to. Essentially, I have like 3 test tubes here. Each have water in, and the ants are essentially using that as their nest, or their nests. Got some honey over here, a little bit of honey in here. Here, these two here, these are 2 separate colonies. Now, I've obviously plugged the holes in, and I'm basically just using the heat from the heat mats and like the humidity created in this arena just to get these 2 colonies the temperature they need. Obviously I'll show you guys what they are, but yeah, my Meadow are doing amazing. I'll see if I can get you a reasonable like close-up shot. Yeah, you can see all those soldiers in there. Neat little colony, probably my favourite. Not my favourite ant specifically, but my favourite ant colony that I currently own. So I'm going to quickly close the lid. I'm going to quickly close this lid just because they are everywhere. I hope you guys are enjoying this style of video. Obviously it's different to what I normally do. It's kind of what I want to do now from now on, just kind of like me and you guys, just make it a bit more personal. I mean, I'm all for creating videos behind the camera and getting really close-up shots, which I can do that in future videos, but I don't want it to dominate my channel. But I kind of want to just be me talking to you guys as an ant keeper, and just literally kind of telling you and showing you all the things I've learned, and kind of like learning from my own failures. And I want to take you guys along with me on that journey. So we're going to quickly try and nab those 2 test tubes out of this this arena here. I'm going to take the lid back off now that they've calmed down a tiny bit. Right, so we got one. Oh my god. Ew. They're all... One's making a break for it. Right, one at a time. Here we go. Okay. Get in there guys. In this little test tube here, we have one of my more secretive, more sensitive species of ant. It's the Flavus, Lasius flavus. For those of you who don't know, when you say an ant's full scientific name, Lasius flavus. So the Lasius is the genus of the ant. So there's many ants that come under the genus of Lasius. So obviously you got like Lasius niger, Lasius flavus, Lasius umbratus, emarginatus. Many types of ants fall under the Lasius genus, but it's the species name which is the kind of second name which defines that genus individually. So Flavus, so Lasius flavus, defined as the kind of yellow meadow ant. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know. Obviously, if I say anything incorrectly, feel free to just write in the comments, let everyone know. So guys, here I have a dual Lasius flavus queen. So one queen was doing quite well in terms of brood. The second queen was struggling to produce a batch of eggs. So I decided to mix them together, and it's turned out amazingly. It literally, I was so proud when I saw them both cleaning their eggs together. Yeah, these girls have a small clutch of eggs and some larvae, from what I can see. Anyway guys, moving swiftly on. Get this second test tube out. And so in this second test tube here, there she is. I've had this queen for about 8 or 9 months now, and it's taken her quite a long time to settle in. She's a Mesobarbarus queen. And for anyone who's ever kept Mesobarbarus will know full well that they are very sensitive to literally everything. They need to be kept in the dark for a month at least, because if they get too stressed, too much light, too many changes in temperature, you can try and check on them once a week just to see if their test tube has flooded or got mouldy. But any kind of disturbances, I found they literally just gobble up all their brood. If you want some personal advice, if you keep a Mesobarbarus queen, just literally tuck her away for about a month somewhere on top of a shelf, in a cupboard, anywhere which doesn't really get used would be great. And yeah, she seems to have appreciated it because she's got a big batch of brood there. Now this is the first time I've looked at her in a while, and it's good to see that the big kind of block on her back and is looking quite high. That's basically her body fat. Now that was kind of probably at its maximum when she flew off on her nuptial flight, because she would need that body fat to sustain herself when starting a colony. But it's good to see that it hasn't gone down that much now, and she's looking really healthy, which is great. Okay, so we'll put her back. So yeah guys, so my last two colonies, very interesting, very cool colonies, are in these tanks here. So in this tank here, I've got my Harpag Gnathos Venator, and I've made a video on them before. I'll pop in a little video now, and I'll show you a little close-up video of what they're doing right now. But I don't tend to disturb them too much. The only time I kind of disturb them is to just feed them. I will show you my Mesa Valentine. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just give me 2 seconds, I've just got to get them all down. Let's do it. So, you guys might be able to see these ants have been extremely busy. This is if you didn't know, this is like a natural setup. These are great for ants who prefer obviously humidity. Mesa Valentine, they are quite tropical from what I've researched, and this is perfect for them. As you can see, they've kind of morphed this environment to what they want. But it has changed dramatically over the last few months. They've created massive earth mounds with giant holes in. I hope you like this little colony, guys. I hope you liked all my colonies. I'm going to put this colony back. Anyway guys, that's pretty much the video over. There are a few things I'm going to announce soon, so just keep an eye out for that. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for being patient with me. I've always tried to be active on my Instagram. So if you want to kind of speak to me or kind of show me anything cool, like any of your colonies, then yeah, pop up on Instagram and I'll be happy to reply. I can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on. So yeah guys, obviously hit the bell button if you want to be notified when I upload these upcoming videos. If you enjoy my content, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button to show your support, and head over to my channel to check out some of my other videos. You might find them quite interesting. I've done a few tutorials here and there, a few little adventure videos where I've gone to like other countries like Germany and checked out all the ants there. So you guys, you take care, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Cheers.